Battlecraft. This is Thomas with the WoW Dungeon, and in this video I'm going to be going over the talent trees that I've been using for Marksman Hunter in the pre-patch of Warlords of Draenor. Before I get into that, actually, I gotta be honest, I was getting really frustrated with playing BGs, so I tried to get some decent BG recordings, maybe like a seamless BG of me playing and explain the talent tree, but I just found myself getting incredibly frustrated. I think I'm done recording this shit. Mainly because the current state of PvP is just very bursty. A lot of classes are OP, but hopefully these things get fixed sometime soon, because it's going to be really rough for the next month if this is the type of PvP that we have to deal with. However, on some better news, I'm going to be doing some more arena, so be on the lookout for some more arena gameplay as I get used to the new changes to the hunter, especially doing damage. I've been really struggling to do damage as a hunter, mostly because, you know, the new changes have really altered the way that hunters, especially marksman hunters, play, so be on the lookout for that. So anyway, on to the video. So for the first tier of marksman hunters, I like to go, the choice is always between narrow escape and post haste. Like 99% of the time, the choice is always there. Especially from Mists of Pandaria, even to now, Warlords of Draenor. Right now, since the inception of Warlords of Draenor, narrow escape has edged out post haste by a larger margin, mostly because we have lost our CC. We've lost scatter shot, we've lost our silencing shot, we've lost instant wyvern sting, so getting that 8-second root is now more important than ever. The only time I would probably take post haste over narrow escape is the same times that I would take post haste over narrow escape in Mists of Pandaria, and that's against something like God Comp. For BGs, always take narrow escape. For the most part, post haste isn't necessary, but the reason why I took post haste versus God Comp would be that there would be some moments that in God Comp that you'd be rooted and you just can't chase the priest or the mage around. Druids have roots, mages have roots, they have slows, etc., etc. And getting a Master's Call off with a post haste can really help you land a kill, especially if you need to use the Master's Call on your other DPS partner. But for the most part, stay with narrow escape, but keep in mind of the utility of post haste, especially against casters when you don't need a root. For the second tier, the choice should be between Binding Shot and Wyvern Sting. Intimidation is just not that great of a CC, mostly because it's on a 1-minute cooldown as opposed to the 45-second cooldown for both Wyvern Sting and Binding Shot. Wyvern Sting is going to be the go-to talent for most of the time when you're playing Arena, simply because it's an extra 6 seconds, it's very long range, and you don't have to worry about the risk of having somebody AMS or Cloak of Shadows or somehow obviate the effect of Binding Shot. Wyvern Sting can be dodged, and it can be tremored, however, so just be aware of that. When you're playing with maybe a class that doesn't have a lot of stuns, like let's say a Elemental Shaman or an Anhand Shaman, or perhaps a DK who isn't running the Asphyxiate talent, Binding Shot's really good. Binding Shot is also exceptionally good. Like, I would say that Binding Shot has really increased in its necessity right now in the pre-patch, because melee is so hard to peel. I'm having a tough time peeling melee right now, and frankly, with so many freedoms, like rogues have the Cloak of Shadows, really getting those freedoms out of the way with a narrow escape and then using a Binding Shot is absolutely necessary. So I would say if you're doing a lot of BGs, take Binding Shot, forget Wyvern Sting. Wyvern Sting is pretty bad in uncoordinated BGs anyway, because people always just break the Wyvern Sting. So on to the next. This is the healing kind of damage reduction tree. This is a surprising one. Spirit Bond is the go-to talent for BGs. That's always the go-to talent, because you need to re-tick your health. And the other two don't matter as much, because if you're going to die as a hunter in a battleground, it's mostly because you're gonna get bursted down by 2-3 people at once, and none of those talents are gonna help you. Surprisingly, if you're doing 2s though, exhilaration is actually pretty good. It ticks for about 16k, 15.6k, between that and 16k, and it's actually a bursty heal, which is really nice and super necessary right now in the current PvP environment. There's so much burst that 10% damage reduction is like useless, and the Spirit Bond ticks while you're getting bursted down, or even in arena, are so crappy that you might as well just get a bursty heal that's on a 2-minute cooldown, because the fights are going to last like maybe 2 minutes at the most. So try Exhilaration. I would think that it's going to go back to being just a terrible talent anyway, come when the bigger hot fixes come through and when the game actually drops, but I'd stick with Exhilaration. So that's my video. Hopefully you get a better insight as to what talents are good right now in the pre-patch. Things are really tough right now for any type of caster, which the hunter has become. So if you're getting frustrated about the PvP environment, it's not just you, it's me too, it's a lot of people, and it sounds like Blizzard is working on some hot fixes. I'm going to link that in the description. I'm going to pop it up on the screen right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. So just hang in there. I'm with you. I'm with you on the hurt that I'm feeling right now as a hunter. In fact, I don't even feel like it's necessarily us. I feel like it's the other classes. It's them! It's them! They're the ones that are really OP, and they are really hurting us with their ability to be so mobile and to be able to dispel a lot of our kiting. So hang in there. As things get better, don't worry, I'll be here to update you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any things you'd like to add, please comment in the comment section below, or hit me up on the YouTube messages. I'll also be keeping an active presence on the forums, in the World of Warcraft forums, and hopefully be able to keep an active presence in other social media. So keep up to date on that. So hopefully you guys liked the video, and have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Yes, Zularu. BG. BG Hero. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Cooper, why aren't you helping me? Yes, Barrage! Great success! Oh, dude, there's all the Shadow Priest. Oh, OMGs. You shaved me. I still got to be the BG hero.
Not ready yet.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on, bro. Dude, that wasn't cool, man. Why'd you have to kill me right there? I just won, and then you just killed me.